Hey, what's going on, guys? Seth here with the Christ and Sports podcast, or whatever this is. Uh, Today, we'll be getting into Proverbs 3, which is obviously trust the Lord. Very good. Um, but before we begin, I just wanted to say, I, I'm, of course, a little bit about me. I'm a Christian athlete. I play baseball, and I'm at this college. Won't say what, just in case. But I'm up here, and usually as a two-way baseball player, so I'm a pitcher and an outfielder. So as an outfielder, we have position players lifts Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. It's really 5:45, but on paper it's 6. So then I lift those days, and then because I'm a pitcher, I also try to lift with with the pitchers. It's not mandatory, but I want to get better. Like the pitchers do things that the position players don't do regarding like how we take care of our arms and mobility and speed stuff. It's kind of weird. But so usually I'm pretty booked when it comes to working out. Well, today we barely did a workout for the position players. So I was like, nah, I got more in the tank. So I went to Crunch Fitness tonight and for the first time in like a month. Um, and it was great. I did a full upper body workout, and I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. But also, on another end, I try to read my Bible in between sets. I used to scroll through Instagram, killing brain cells in between sets. So, like, do a set of 8 on bench press, put the bench down, and pick up my phone, scroll through Instagram Reels for 3 minutes. Take 3 minutes, multiply it by, you know, you're doing 40 sets. Well, shoot, dog, you just spent like an hour and a half on Instagram Reels. Don't check the math. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Uh, but I was like, uh, one day I was on Instagram Reels and I saw that someone else was reading their Bible at the gym. People would take a more focused approach at the gym of making themselves better physically at the gym, yes, but also in the breaks, finding rest in Jesus Christ, in the Bible, in God. And that hit me one day, and now I try to read in between sets. And so I'm at the gym and I'm reading in between sets, and this guy, he says that's awesome or something, and I don't really understand him because I'm blasting Lecrae. Um, and so he said it again, and I was like, "Oh, the Bible?" And he's like, "Yeah." And long story short, we end up talking about letting our light shine because that's what I was doing at the gym. I was there representing Christ very brightly, reading my Bible in public. And then after that, they followed me. So that was pretty cool. First time going to going to Crunch in a month, and someone notices I read my Bible, and someone follows me on this channel. So I hope I don't disappoint them, but probably will. I'm not very good at teaching. So anyway, let's jump into the passage today. Let's go ahead. We'll read 1 through 12, and then after that, each section. But let's begin. My son, don't forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commands, for they will bring you many days of full life and well-being. Never let loyalty and faithfulness leave you. Tie them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will find favor and high regard in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. Think about him in all your ways, and he will guide you on the right paths. Don't consider yourself to be wise. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will be healing for your body and strengthening for your bones. Honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first produce of your entire harvest. Then your barns will be completely filled, and your vats will overflow with new wine. Do not despise the Lord's instruction, my son, and do not loathe his discipline. For the Lord disciplines the one he loves, just as a father the son he delights in. So right off the bat, I'm thinking a lot of situations uh, that I can attest to with this literally first 10 to 12 verses. So, okay, so first 1 and 2, we're commanded to keep these commands close to us because it'll make us, make us smarter, our well-being, whatever. Uh, this is how close we should keep God's commands, as if we tied them around our neck. Those neckties that you tie for weddings and how tight those things are, dude, that's how tight you should keep Jesus on you, right? That's why I read at the gym. That's how close I'm keeping Jesus to me. And when you do these things, verse 4 here, when you keep Jesus close to you, that's just straight honoring God. And ultimately, people will respect you. Like, man, that as an 18-year-old, you're in the gym. That's, not a lot. There's a lot of 18-year-olds who aren't at the gym at 9:30 at night. But that kid's also reading in between set. That kid is on it. That people will have high respect for you if you keep it close to you. Furthermore, verse 5 here, I actually have bracelets that say this. And this is how I was kind of spreading the word a little bit. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. When we're created, back in Genesis, we're created in God's perfect image, right? Taken after him. But then we fall and our understanding, our image is corrupted. And so if I were to rely on my own understanding, another way to say it would be my own moral. Well, shoot, my own moral would be to go and I'm thirsty. I want an energy drink at Walmart. Go steal it. I want it. Might as well go take it. There. What's wrong with doing drugs? The Bible never says anything about doing drugs. Well, that would be my own understanding, and that is why I don't lean on it. It's because it is stupid. My own ways are stupid. I wouldn't be where I am now if I listened to myself. I definitely would not be. So like here we go. Further on, verse 6. If I put God first, this is my own words. If I put God first, He will put me where I need to be. So verse 6 says, think about Him in all your ways, and He will guide you on the right paths. Verse 7, don't consider yourself to be wise. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will be healing for your body and strengthening for your bones. Honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first produce of your entire harvest. Then your barns will be completely filled, and your vats will overflow with new wine. So let's take a look at verse 9 and 10 here. So what this is basically saying is, I always kind of tie it back to tithing. Giving to the Lord what is the Lord's. But when I first read this just now, what came to my mind was, I'm about to go to college and I am broke. I got like $100 in the bank account. That's usually not enough for college. And so I was contemplating getting a, $7.50 an hour job, but I'm a little bit handy. Me and my dad, I've flipped houses since I was 10 and now I'm 18, so 8 years of construction experience. Um, and I didn't want to take those 8 years of experience and just throw it away for working at McDonald's. And so I prayed. I gave myself to the Lord. I'm praying. I'm trying to honor Him the best I can. I'm asking Him for an opportunity to work construction because it usually, construction workers usually make a little bit more than McDonald's workers. But through honoring Him, He did give me an opportunity to work. And whenever I was working at that house, uh, I take a fridge and I put a fridge in there so I can drink Mountain Dew while I'm working, get some caffeine in there. Uh, every time I would go to the fridge, I'd be like, this is this is God's house. God gave me this house as an opportunity. And every time I thought that, it was as if God went before me almost every day. I there'd be a few times where I'd slice my hand, but then I'd be okay. Like I'm still breathing pretty good, still have both my hands. I mean, the fingernails are looking bad, but besides that, there's some pretty good hands. Let's continue on here. I'm rambling. Do not despise the Lord's instruction, my son, and do not loathe in his discipline. For the Lord disciplines the one he loves, just as the Father, the Son he delights in. That's like verse 12. The Lord disciplines the one he loves. It's like a college coach, you know. When my coach and we're running and we're running the hill and he goes, "Go." He's not doing it because he hates. He wants to see us get better, and he knows what's right. My coach knows what's going to make me throw harder, and it just so happens to be running a lot, and so he's going to make me run a lot, not because he wants to see me breathing hard, sweating hard, bleeding hard, suffering, but because he knows what it takes to get better, to throw harder. That's just what it is. Let's continue on. Let's read this next chapter here, or next section.